On this episode, Popeyes accepts EBT, and also a father beaten to death in front of the home after incident in his child's school. That starts right now on Chris Talks.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's up? 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 How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing good and enjoying your day. Let's get right into these crazy stories, man. These are some crazy stories real quick. So, apparently, Popeyes is accepting EBT. They are accepting EBT. So, the story is Popeyes accept EBT and how to use your SNAP card for delicious meals. Okay, so let's get into how that is being done. But before we get into it, I want to say what's up to everybody, and I hope that you are doing good. Ed, how are you doing? Are you doing good? Good. Okay, I'm glad to see that you are doing good. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, I got this buildup in my throat. Yo, listen, earlier they were like cutting the grass, and like ever since then my nose has been like really stuffy, so I don't know. Maybe I should take some of that nasal spray stuff that you suggested. I don't know. Alright, bust it out. We're going to get right into the story real quick. Alright, so Ed, can you bring up that story? Yeah. Popeyes is allowing you to use your EBT. So, we're going to report this story, and we're going to lay out the rules that they say Popeye has for you to use your EBT for their food. Alright, Ed, play it. Let's get right into the story. Play it up.
Popular fast food chain Popeyes is well known for its mouth-watering fried chicken and sides. The restaurant business has been established for many years and is now a favorite among many customers searching for a quick and delectable lunch. Does Popeyes accept EBT is still a concern for many who rely on SNAP assistance. Often known as food stamps, Popeyes does, in some states, take SNAP assistance, according to a number of sites, as long as they are in the appropriate state. Customers who are eligible for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits can use their SNAP electronic benefits payment card at participating Popeyes restaurants. According to the Food Stamps Know website, Popeyes is one of the restaurant brands that accepts SNAP EBT cards for payments. The laws governing SNAP payments, however, differ from state to state, and not all Popeyes restaurants accept EBT. What is EBT? Electronic benefits transfer is referred to as EBT. A debit card can be used to receive benefits thanks to this computerized system, which is used by state welfare authorities, similar to a typical debit card. The EBT card enables users to buy approved food goods and other necessities at approved merchants. The EBT program is made to help low-income people and families buy food and other essentials. Federal funding supports the program, which is run by state social agencies. The program's eligibility is decided by taking into account one's income and other requirements. EBT beneficiaries are given a monthly amount of money that can be spent on groceries at approved stores. Each month, money is automatically put into the EBT card, which the recipients can use to shop at participating stores. Only qualified food items, such as fruits, vegetables, bread, meat, and dairy products, are available for purchase with EBT benefits. Products other than food, such as soap, paper goods, and cleaning supplies, cannot be bought with EBT benefits. In general, the EBT program is a valuable resource for low-income people and families who need help paying for food and other essentials. Popeyes acceptance of EBT. Popular fast food restaurant Popeyes offers fried chicken, fish, and other foods with a southern flair. Many people who depend on public assistance are unsure whether they can use their EBT, electronic benefits transfer cards to buy food at Popeyes. Popeyes does accept EBT cards for purchases, which is fantastic news. However, there are some limitations. Types of EBT accepted. SNAP Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program (EBT) cards are accepted at Popeyes. A federal program called SNAP assists low-income people and families in buying food. Eligible individuals receive EBT cards, which function like debit cards. The cost of the customer's meal is deducted from their EBT account balance when they scan their EBT card at Popeyes. EBT usage restrictions. EBT cards are accepted at Popeyes, although there are some limitations on how they can be used. Orders for delivery or takeout cannot be paid for with EBT cards. They have to physically utilize their EBT cards at a Popeyes restaurant. Customers are also prohibited from using their EBT cards to buy prepared food that will be consumed in the business. Customers cannot, for instance, use their EBT cards to buy food to eat in the Popeyes dining room. Popeyes locations that accept EBT. EBT cards are not accepted at all Popeyes restaurants.
Now, right there, they are letting you know, for y'all who don't know about the EBT, they letting you know, not all Popeyes. I just want to stop it and point that out. Not all Popeyes accept EBT. Get back into it.
Depending on the state, not all Popeyes locations accept EBT payments. To find out if their nearby Popeyes restaurant accepts EBT payments, customers should call beforehand. Customers can also look up a list of local eateries that accept EBT payments on the Foodstamps Know website. In conclusion, EBT cards are accepted at Popeyes for purchases. However, there are some limitations. Customers can use their EBT cards to pay for food at participating Popeyes restaurants, but they cannot use them to pay for prepared foods to eat in the store, delivery, or takeaway orders. To find out if their nearby Popeyes restaurant accepts EBT payments, customers should call beforehand. How to use EBT at Popeyes. Popular fast food chain Popeyes takes EBT payments. How to utilize your EBT card at Popeyes is as follows. Check your balance before going to Popeyes. Check your balance on your EBT account to make sure you know your spending limit. You can check your balance by calling the number on the back of your card and following the prompts on the call. Order your food once you get to Popeyes. You can order your food just like you would with any other payment method. You can order at the counter or through the drive-thru, depending on the location. Swipe your EBT card when it's time to pay. Swipe your EBT card through the card reader just like you would with a debit or credit card. Enter your PIN to complete the transaction. Follow the rules. Keep in mind that there are rules about what you can and cannot buy with your EBT card. You can use your EBT card to buy food items that are meant for human consumption, such as bread, meat, and vegetables. However, you cannot use your EBT card to buy hot prepared food that is meant to be eaten immediately, such as a hot chicken meal. Keep your receipt after you complete your transaction. Make sure to keep your receipt. This will show you how much you spent and how much you have left on your EBT account. In conclusion, using your EBT card at Popeyes is simple and easy. Just remember to balance check, order food, swipe your card, abide by the rules, and save your receipt.
Yes, definitely save your receipt. Definitely save your receipt. Okay, so basically, this was a good story that you brought here, Ed, about this EBT thing. So apparently, in certain states, they are willing to accept your EBT to pay for Popeyes food. Now, no matter which state that you are, I don't know if it's happening in the state that we're in, New York State. So I don't know if that is happening in New York State. I will have to look that up further. Yeah, because we only looked it up, but it is happening. We did look up, it didn't say New York State. What we looked up, it didn't say New York State. But it did say some southern states like Mississippi. It did say, what was it? Arizona, Massachusetts was one of the states. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if Massachusetts was one of the states. But I know Mississippi was one of the states. Arizona was one of the states. And I think Texas was one of the states. right? Yeah, Texas was one of the states. That's about 3 states that I could think of where Popeyes is doing this. So shout out to those states that Popeyes is doing that with. Let's give them a round of applause. A round of applause to Popeyes for doing that. But there are limits, okay? And I think that the limits, if it was ever brought to New York, I think the limits would be separate. I think they not too much doing it right. Because basically what they're saying is, to me, and this is just my opinion, basically what they're saying is you can order a cold sandwich from Popeyes. If they have a cold sandwich, anything cold, you can order from Popeyes with your food stamps. Anything cold. Now, I don't know how many people go to Popeyes. I just want you to think for 1 second. How many dishes do Popeyes have that's cold? I'm going to give it a minute. Give it a minute. Okay? Now, I want you to think, okay, how many of your goddamn food stamps that you think you're going to use on that? Like, for real. Some of y'all chicks out there, especially some chicks that are listening to this, okay, I want to speak to my my bird viewers, those who are my bird viewers. I'm not trying to offend anybody, my bird viewers. Those who would really go to Popeyes and use their food stamp cards on some ish. You probably only getting a salad, anything like that. But really? And I'm not down in Popeyes. I don't want y'all to think I'm down in Popeyes. I think it's a good thing that they're doing. But really? How much stuff do you really think you're going to get? Besides for your kids. That's like ice cream and stuff that you're really only going to get. That's like their dairy and all that stuff. They're not going to give you no hot meat unless, and this is the flip side to it. This is what I was talking about earlier. There's 2 sides to it. This is the flip side to it. Unless you're using cash. And that's the good part about it. For those who receive cash assistance from your local, social HRA. But then you'll be able to go into that establishment and do it. Who else did? McDonald's did this as well. Because I think McDonald's, there's some spots, and yes, there's some spots in New York. Okay, there are some spots in New York, because we did this in the Bronx. We was in the Bronx, yeah. There are some spots in New York, in the Bronx, where you can use, and one of them is where was that? Fordham Road. Okay, if you have an EBT, if you in the Bronx, Fordham Road. If you have an EBT card and it has cash on it, all right? Because we did this. If it has cash on it, you can pay for your McDonald's meal with the cash that's on the EBT card. Not the food stamps, but with the cash. Okay, now, but Popeyes is saying is that for certain meals, which McDonald's is not doing, which that's what I'm saying. But, I mean, it's a good thing, but, I mean, how much you really think you're going to get? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the difference with what Popeyes is doing is that they're making it able so, and that's what I'm saying, that's the good thing. That's the good thing about it. They're making it able so that you can buy, like, cold products. As you would if you went inside a deli. If you go inside a deli in New York City, if you going to get, like, what are these sandwiches? What's the name of like a chicken patty, right? A chicken patty or a beef patty with cheese. If it's hot, they're not going to give it to you with food stamps, but they'll give it to you if you have cash on your EBT. You understand what I'm saying? So I know people who have them. I know a lot of people who have them. So if you have that, certain stores, well, most stores, I'm not going to say certain, but a majority of them, there's very few. You'll probably find like one in a neighborhood. Probably one in the neighborhood, because most stores are not willing to risk it. I mean, the ones I've been through my experience, most stores are not willing to risk it. But if you order a beef patty with cheese hot, yeah, they're not gonna let you get it with the food stamps. If you order it cold, they'll give it to you. But they not, if you order it cold, they'll give it to you. But if you order it hot, it's going to cost cash. And to me, it's the same thing with these Popeyes, certain Popeyes. And I don't know if it's going to come on this side. It's more on the southern side. But I don't know if it's going to come to like New York or whatever. It would be kind of good. I don't know. You tell me if it would be good or not. You tell me. But it would be kind of good. But, it is just like cold thing. I think cold things are probably kids' meals that you would probably be able to order. But things that are cold. So I mean, you could think about that. I don't know. I don't really order from Popeyes like that. So you could think about that. All right, check it out. Let's pay these bills. All right, check it out. All the links and everything are right there on your screen. Hit me up with those. Ed, shut up. Don't you talking so far back. Shut up. Just let me do me, all right? Just let me do me. Let me do me. Let me do me. All right? Subscribe. Subscribe. Like, share, also hit that notification bell, so you can check out every story when we post it up, so that you can stay on top and update. Usually, right now the flow usually is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We are posting shows up. The time is kind of airy. We are working on the time that we're going to do it up, but as of right now, we are doing it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can expect to hear an episode from Chris Talks. All right. To all my subscribers, I want to thank y'all for subscribing, and all my new listeners. Let y'all know we talk about any and everything under the sun, but we do just report that news that the mainstream media does not report and does not want you to hear. If you like this content, I already told you what to do, all right? You already know what to do. All right, let's get into that next story. Ed, let's pop this next story off. What is it about? Okay, so. What? I don't know. Can you pull it up on the big screen for me? Thank you. You know I wear glasses, Ed. You know I wear glasses. Come on. You know. Alright, so let's do that. Okay, this next story is about a father who was beaten to death in front of his home after having an incident at his child's school. This one is not a good one, Ed. It's very sad. Why are you always bringing this sad ish? I'm sorry that Ed bring this sad ish, but it. Listen, what can you say? It happens. It happens. We're just trying to report it and get it out to all our listeners, because this is the stuff that they throw under the bus. They don't even report this stuff. They don't. They really don't. Where does this story come from, Ed? Maryland. All right. This story takes us to Maryland. What part of Maryland? I don't know, but it does take us to Maryland. All right. Let's hit it up with Sarah. Sarah, our AI good girl. Let's rock the world. Hit it up. Bring that story in.
A Maryland father of 3 is dead after a fight at his child's school came to his front door. The man, identified by the Anne Arundel Police Department as 43-year-old Christopher Wright, was allegedly attacked outside his home in Baltimore's Brooklyn neighborhood on Friday, May 19, according to police. The incident began earlier that day, after a confrontation involving one of his children at Brooklyn Park Middle School.
Why you gotta
Wright's
have my name?
fiancée, Tracy Karapczynski, said that after her 14-year-old son got into a fight at the school, 3 teens and 2 adults came to the family's home, reported 11 News, a local NBC News affiliate. CBS News Baltimore and Anne Arundel police described the perpetrators as 3 or 4 white men in their mid-20s to mid-30s. Wright's family told CBS News Baltimore that the beating was retaliation for the school confrontation. Chris came out to tell them, like, he's not coming out here to fight. And they threatened at one point to come in and get him. And then they said, if he's not going to fight, then you're going to fight. Karapczynski told 11 News. She said that all 3 children were home at the time. According to 11 News, the incident was caught on security cameras that belonged to Wright. A neighbor's cameras also captured the beating. Anne Arundel police said that officers responded to the assault at around 5 p.m. local time. He was transported to an area trauma center for treatment of a life-threatening injury. Wright was hospitalized and died on Saturday, May 20th, at around 9:45 p.m. Police said that detectives from the department's homicide unit are investigating the incident.
Yeah, they need to. Hey, give me my music. Yeah, they need to. And this is a crazy story that this father. This is crazy, but our condolences go out to that family and stuff like that. But Ed, can we give this father a round of applause? I want to give him a round of applause because he went out. To me, he went out like a hero. Yeah, do it again, and give him one more. For good measure. Give him one more for good measure. Yes, because he went out like a hero. This man went out protecting his family. This is what every male does. This is what every male is built for and built to do, which is to protect their family. An incident happened at his child's school. He went there to protect his child. And then it came to his house. Now, should it have came to his house? And I want to thank Channel 11 News. They did pick up this, and they did pick up the story. NBC did pick up the story. We did go on it, but the report was only like 20 or 30 seconds, and we had to dig up more. So we're giving you more of the story than what they dug up, because it was a real short report. We was going to report the Ed, if you want to do it, we can do it. 'Cause this is a very it's not a long report. It's a very short audio of what happened. Okay, but this man, let me see that thing again. Let me see it. Thank you. I just wanted to press that button. Because in my eyes, he's a hero. Because he died doing what any father would do, which is protecting their family. Should it have came to his house? No. It shouldn't have. But I'm going to keep it 100. If most people that's listening to this listen, if somebody brings something to your house, what you gonna do? Let's be honest. You get a second to think about that. What you gonna do? And that's why I said this man is a hero, because I don't know if everybody listening to me, but I would probably assume, I might be right, I might be wrong, that most people would risk their life to protect their children and their family. Most men, if you're present in that home, yeah, you're gonna. If you there, it's probably it's on. So to me, this man, he died as a hero. It's sad that he had to die, but he died as a hero. He did. In my eyes, he died as a hero. And I get the police detectives from the Department of Homicide Unit are investigating the incident, and I guess their investigation will turn up whatever, but yeah, I mean, these kids, they need to be extremely proud of their father. They need to be extremely proud of their father because he died a hero. He did. He died a hero. Okay, and that's my view on that. Okay, before we get out of here, we want to send a goodbye. Let me hit that button again. I want to thank Ed personally for all his contributions to the show. Ed is leaving. As of this episode, Ed is officially leaving. He has extended his stay. I wanted to wait. Ed, I know I wanted to start in the beginning of the show, but I waited to the end of the show to do it. I do want to say I am very grateful for everything that you have done. From this point on, I mean, it'll just be me running the show, but I want to thank you for everything that you have done. You have taught me a lot in the short time that we have been hanging out together, in the short time that you have been producing the show. I do want to thank you for being here. I wish you the best on your journey. Ed is going on a separate journey. I'm not going to mention what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Even though you were silent and you never spoke. I mean, that was just you. You just didn't want to be out there. You didn't want to, and I did try to get you out there, but I do want to say this. I do thank you. I do appreciate you for being there. Because there was a time, a lot of people don't know this, but there was a time where I was going to just stop this show completely. Because in the beginning, we would, it was difficult. I was just going to stop the show completely, but Ed, you were there. You reminded me of, how do I say it? You reminded me of my goals. You reminded me of what I was doing and what I was trying to do and what I was trying to get out there to the people for them to hear the truth. And you just reminded me of my priorities. And I do want to say I thank you for that. I do appreciate everything that you've done. Excuse me. As far as the editing and the producing and everything like that, because you just did that off of your free time for nothing. And I want you to know I do seriously appreciate everything that you have done for Chris Talks. I want to tell you I do appreciate everything that you have done for this channel. And anytime that you want to, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. 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 Cut it out. Anytime you want to come back, listen. Like you were there for me, I am here for you. Like, dude, you took me to the opera. I've been to 2 operas. Yeah, 2 operas, and you were the second one. You took me to an opera. That was really cool. Just to broaden my horizons, taking me fishing with you and your family, introducing me to your family, your wife. I can't believe y'all are like damn near y'all damn near the same height. Y'all damn near, y'all definitely deserve each other. 2 non-melanin gellins. Cause Ed ain't got no melanin in him at all. At all. No melanin. At all. No melanin. But we do appreciate what you have done. Well, I personally do appreciate what you have done for me in this show, what you have taught me, and I just want to say, God be with you on your journey. I mean, you still gonna be working with us from a distance, but God be with you on your journey that you are better, that you are about to go into. You know what I'm saying? And if you need me, you know I am always still here for you. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, and I know you appreciate me, and I thank you so much. All right, let's end this little let's end this brigade. All right, I want to thank everybody. I just had to say bye to Ed. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, you had to listen to it. You ain't like it, cut it off. I don't care. But I had to say bye to Ed. He is leaving the show. I want to thank you so much. Okay, I want to thank my audience for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, peace. All right. Yeah, Ed. Yeah, yo. Let's go out. Yeah, let's go eat. Let's end this day with a